Today's horoscope, Taurus September 23, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The moon moves out of your sign and into your solar house today, and you seek some predictability and stability for a couple of days. With a Venus-Pluto square today, however, you might want to watch for obsessive behavior. There's some tendency to dwell on negative emotions or complicated or heavy topics, whether it's you or others. There can be a lot going on under the surface of things, and it can be all too tempting to express yourself indirectly. It can be frustrating at best and destructive at worst, but also quite transient and manageable. An old hurt or resentment can be stirred or triggered. Rather than letting it rule your behavior, examine what's emerging now and aim to put it behind you. In truth, you can learn a lot from the messy feelings that might arise now. Even so, exploring intense emotions is good, but dwelling on something that you can't, or don't intend to, change won't do you any good. Letting go of the need to be right is recommended. Avoid insisting on getting to the truth of a matter for the best results now. A hectic month lies ahead of you. This is because the mighty sun, our great luminary, is making tracks through the sky and has just entered the zodiac sign of Libra. In this realm of the heavens, he will energize your solar house of productivity, which is sure to bring more responsibilities, projects, and plans across your desk. You may even be picking up more hours and trying to juggle more than you can handle. While this is certain to bring a bit of excitement, chaos, and stress, the key to handling it all is prioritizing a healthy work and life balance so you can also enjoy moments of pleasure with your one and only. What do you want to focus on at work? Reflect on what will bring balance into your work life as the Sun enters Libra and Venus enters Scorpio. Libra's season is a professionally focused period. You may become more concerned with the mundane aspects of your job, like your routine, work environment, and habits. Meanwhile, Venus in Scorpio will encourage you to be more strategic with your professional commitments. A new arrangement may come to fruition, or you could negotiate for better terms and conditions in your current professional obligations. Today's planetary alignment is a marriage of feminine and masculine qualities. You are taking stock of your emotional cupboard. Do you have what you need in your personal life? Are you okay with being alone? Do you feel you need more attention from others? These are confusing questions for some of you, who are accustomed to going without or making do with very little. It's a lot easier to know what you need emotionally when you are in reasonably good physical shape. You are currently feeling a certain amount of panic due to a chronic lack of assurance in yourself. This is because you are feeling vulnerable in your sentimental life. Be careful about overworking this week even if you can't completely relax because of the abundance of work. Take some time to rest because you will be saturated if you don't. In your personal life, family and friends will reproach you for giving too much time to your work and neglecting them. Take action. As the Sun spends its final day in a playful and creative part of your chart, forming a friendly aspect with Pluto in an adventurous area, Venus is also marking her last full day in your work sector. While Venus isn't demanding that you focus solely on work and is more concerned with aligning your heart's desires and financial interests, this will change when the Sun returns tomorrow. Before the new work week begins, take this opportunity to prioritize balancing work and play while it remains relatively easy to do so. While Mercury will stay on in your romantic sector another 3 days after the Sun leaves, this last full day where the solar is still on matters of the heart and all things romantic needs to be embraced. With the Sun leaving your romantic sector tomorrow and Mercury not only leaving 3 days later but leaving it empty for the rest of the year, the weekend is the perfect chance to embrace the spirit of romance. Daily Planetary Overview. True connection comes from vulnerability, not from trying to control the outcome. Have you ever found that the deeper you're willing to go in a relationship, the more rewarding it becomes? Let's explore that idea. How do you define emotional intimacy, and how does it show up in your life? While the energy around relationships and partnerships is heating up, today might not be the best day for financial decisions or big shopping trips. With these planetary shifts, there's a heightened risk of impulsiveness, especially when it comes to splurging on expensive items or making investments. It's easy to get caught up in the moment and overlook the long-term risks. Have you ever bought something in the heat of the moment, only to realize later it wasn't worth the price? If so, you know how important it is to take a step back and really think things through. Right now, the universe is advising caution postpone major purchases and financial decisions for a time when you have a clearer perspective. Trust that by waiting, you'll be able to make choices that serve you better in the long run. Speaking of energy, it's crucial to be mindful of how you're using yours, especially today. You might feel like obstacles are piling up, and it's easy to become overwhelmed when you're trying to tackle everything at once. This is your reminder to prioritize. Some obstacles are worth your time and effort, while others are simply distractions. Have you ever found yourself spinning your wheels, trying to solve problems that, in the grand scheme of things, weren't really worth it? Today is about being selective with your energy. Focus on what truly matters, and let the rest fall away. By doing so, you'll avoid burnout and be able to deal with the challenges that genuinely require your attention. What's something in your life right now that could use a little more focus, or maybe something you need to let go of? Feel free to share, we're all in this together. A significant cosmic shift is happening today as the Sun enters Libra and Venus moves into passionate Scorpio. These two planetary movements signal the beginning of a transformative period, especially when it comes to relationships, balance, and our desires. Libra's season officially kicks off with the fall equinox, marking a time of equilibrium and fresh beginnings. This is a season where you might find yourself naturally gravitating toward harmonious, reciprocal connections, craving balance in your interactions. At the same time, with Venus entering the deep, intense waters of Scorpio, your desire for true partnership will be heightened, bringing a more profound, passionate energy into your life. On the financial front, your expertise might be in high demand today. People may be seeking your advice on money matters or projects you're working on together. It's great to share your knowledge, but make sure you're not giving too much of yourself away. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you've given so much of your time or energy to help others that you were too drained to focus on your own goals? Today, it's all about balance. Share your wisdom freely, but set boundaries so that you still have enough energy to pursue your own interests. Also, remember that listening is just as important as giving advice. Sometimes, the best way to help others is by truly hearing what they have to say, rather than always offering solutions. How do you find balance between helping others and taking care of yourself? As we move through these powerful shifts, it's important to remember that this is a time of growth and transformation. The cosmos is encouraging you to seek harmony in your relationships, deepen your connections, and make thoughtful, intentional decisions. There's a lot of beautiful energy at play right now, and if you tune into it, you can use it to create positive changes in your life. So, what are you feeling inspired to shift or transform during this season of balance and renewal? Let's start a conversation. Share your thoughts, your goals, and your insights. We're all here to support and uplift one another as we navigate these cosmic shifts together.